Hey, welcome back to another episode of Travel with Carter. I am Ian Carter, and this channel is all about me chasing my goal of going to every country on Earth. So I appreciate you taking the time, and I hope you enjoy the episode. So in this episode, we're going to Eswatini. You may not have heard that name before. It's a newly renamed country. A lot of people recognize it as Swaziland. So in April 2018, they changed the name to Eswatini. So this is country number 31 out of 197 that I'm going to. So here you can see where Eswatini sits on a map. It neighbors both South Africa and Mozambique. So I had a great opportunity to drive and cross the border by land, which is this picture here, and then I flew the other way out.
Sawubona
Sawubona
from
from
Swaziland.
Swaziland.
And that's how you say hello in Swazi. Here's some videos of my beautiful drive from Johannesburg to Mbumbane, Eswatini, which is the capital city. And yeah, it was very hilly and picturesque the whole way. So I took a 12-seater van, and because of COVID, it was only about half full, which was nice. And yeah, we were able to spread out a little bit. Of course, it didn't happen unless we took a selfie. So here's a selfie of me at the land border. Next, we have the Mantanga Nature Reserve, and this has a beautiful waterfall in it, probably about 40 or 50 feet high, and a nice river. There is some crocodiles in the river, so I was a little hesitant to get too close, but I didn't see any while we were there. I did see some monkeys, and then they had this beautiful mock village of a. It's there for historical element and to teach tourists about the traditional Swazi way of life. So everything you see here would be owned by one man, and traditionally he would have his mother that he would take care of, and then two or three wives, and six or seven children, possibly more, that would live there. And that's why there's about 6 or 10 huts, and it's a nice chunk of land. And yeah, it was a great mock village. They let us climb right inside. They are quite spacious, and you can fit a family in there of five or six or even more people in there fairly comfortably.
Okay, so yeah, a lot of strategy goes into it. He was just explaining that they have the door short, so if an enemy were to attack, you could.
They will be able to, if you're inside, to beat that using the rub stick to.
And that's my guide Jabulani just explaining why they have the small doors. So if you were to try to sneak into somebody's house, they could hit you on the head before you can get in there. So this is a good selfie with him. He was a lot of fun, and again, he grew up in a village very similar to this, so it was interesting to pick his brain. I like to build these rock statues. You might call it an Inukshuk. There's different names for them around the world, but my favorite definition of this is it's safe to pass. So I like to build it. I find it therapeutic and peaceful, calms my mind, and I'm going to be doing that on all the countries I go to from now on. All right, so now I'm standing in front of probably the second biggest attraction in Eswatini other than Safari, and that is the Sebebe Rock. So this is the second biggest monolithic rock in the world, the biggest one being Uluru in Western Australia. So it was pretty neat to be able to see that. I was also able to have a Sebebe beer on Sebebe Rock, which was kind of a cool experience, and the wildlife was everywhere. So I have an emu there behind me. I have so this is me having a Sebebe beer on Sebebe Rock. So if there is an Uluru beer in Australia, I'd love to have it on Uluru Rock. That would be pretty cool. So here's some Springbok running through the parking lot at the Sebebe Rock Resort, and yeah, the wildlife was just plentiful. So we saw a lot of it. Now, I did not go on safari while in Eswatini, but I wanted to share this as I forgot to put it in my South Africa video. So there is a ton of safari options in Eswatini, but I spent 4 days in Kruger and felt I did not need another safari. So we got chased for about, not even kidding, a good 10 minutes by this bull elephant. You could see the way that it had its tusk covered by its trunk there. That was a sign of aggression, and it was waving its head back and forth. It continued to follow us down the road, and this is when I was extremely thankful that I took a guide and went on a professional tour. You can see behind the elephant there is another vehicle coming up behind it, and this is where it got a little bit sketchy. He could have easily turned around and went at that vehicle. He could have charged us a little bit more, so it was definitely nerve-wracking. Everybody in the vehicle, other than our guide, was quite excited. And here I'm getting a haircut. So this is one of my favorite things to do while traveling as well, is getting a haircut. Basically, it gives you an opportunity to spend 30 minutes with a stranger. You get to talk about life and kids and family, and what commonalities are there between their country and Canada. And yeah, it's always a fun experience and something I highly recommend you guys to do if you are traveling. And usually it's a lot cheaper than you'll get it in Canada. So this was a fun experience while in Eswatini getting a haircut.
Alright, these chicken and waffles are delicious. They are comparable to anything you can have in the US or wherever these originated from. So this shakalaka sauce is got a bunch of cabbage in it, and it's like a hybrid between curry and peri peri sauce. It's really, really nice. And yeah, the chicken, kind of like chicken tenders, and the waffles are bang on Belgian waffle style. Really, really nice meal.
So at the Sebebe Rock Resort, they also have a Swazi traditional village set up, and we were going to watch some traditional dancers. So it started to rain, and we couldn't use the outdoor auditorium that they have. So we ended up having a private show, just the two of us, Jabulani and I, and they did it in one of the huts. So it was a very, very moving experience.
So it was a lot of fun to make, and again, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I'll be posting them once a week now, and yeah, please subscribe if you are enjoying them. Please tell your friends, and please share on your social media too. So that would help me out greatly, and yeah, I can keep making these for you. So please check in next week. Stay golden all.